Now we've done with exams, and most likely, and if you haven't, please do. I've watched a video on what to do after exams, and to ensure you don't have a lot of flashback moments and you manage to move on from the process of writing exams. But now you are in a certain period where you're actually waiting. You're waiting for results. There's a lot of anxiety that comes into that space where you're unsure, did I make it or not make it? Well, I looked up the definition of what anxiety is. It says it's an abnormal and overwhelming sense of apprehension and fear, often marked by physical signs such as tension, sweating, and increased pulse rate, by doubt concerning the reality and the nature of the threat, and by self-doubt about one's capacity to cope with it, to reach out and speak more to you who still playing in their mind. Did I make it or did I not make it? Should I or shouldn't I? Well, this video is about increasing your capacity to deal with the anxiety of waiting for results. Well, it's a simple exercise and it requires true reflection and honest reflection. Because when we are dishonest in this particular exercise, when we are dishonest in applying this particular exercise, the problem is dishonesty clouds your judgment. And once your judgment is clouded, now you make emotional decisions. And that's why you feel a lot overwhelmed. So now I need you to get into a mini reality check that is honest with your heart, with your mind, with your soul. Now here's the exercise. I need you to take 2 blank sheets of paper. On 1 sheet of paper, write all the reasons you think why you should pass this year. All the reasons why you deserve to pass. All the reasons why you think you will pass. Write them all down. The second piece of paper, write down why you think you may not pass. Now the big thing is, the minute you write things down, you take them out of you, you put them in the external space, and remember that greater is He that is in you than he that's in the world. So when you put it in the world, it's not in you anymore. Now, having written these on these sheets of papers, here's a big thing you need to know. Reasons why you should pass and the reasons why you think you may not pass, they are both your reality. So on the list that why you should not pass, let's say the results come and they did not go your way. That's your first list you come when you pick your repeater course, that you need to come and look at. This are my growth areas that I need to work on. And things you did right that you think you should pass, that's where you excel and say, this is where I need to strengthen, because these are now the most difficult list of the 2 to compile. It is one where you need to write why you think you may not pass. And here's a heads up, or things to note. And first thing, remember, this year was not a normal year. It was online learning and it had to change to a blended learning. It was a mess. So that's a good reason why you could not even perform at your best. So you need to forgive yourself for that. But here's a mini reflection. Reflect on, did you manage to do your tutorials properly? Did you understand the tutorials? Did you manage to consult? Examination, did you manage to apply yourself properly? In your reflection, how are you performing throughout the year? Were you passing? Were you failing? Because it's quite unfair on yourself, and I don't say it's impossible, but it's quite unfair if you're getting 30s the whole year and think for that final examination that normally becomes the more difficult, you'll suddenly get a 90%. See, when you go through this period of reflection and you list all these things down, it helps your ability to accept and your ability to make peace better and quicker. Reflect on the mistakes that you made, the question papers you didn't finish, the assignments. That reflection helps you to become a better person, to accept situations better. And whatever comes, always remember, life does not have a memorandum. Meaning, whatever the outcome is, have the ability to accept that it's your personal journey. Because let me tell you, there are some people who didn't even study a single thing but went to exam and passed. And there's some who actually worked hard. Maybe that's you. You actually worked hard for the exam and still you don't make it. That simply shows you that every single person has their own story to tell, their own story to write. Just yours may have this challenge. You're going to grow from it or run from it. Now, after eating the bitter pill of reflection, the two lists that you have: talk to a friend, talk to a confidant, someone you trust, and say, these are my realities. When things go well, congratulations. Now your weakness list, to know the things in your next year you need to work on to become a better student and a better person. If things unfortunately didn't go well, then you again know where to grow and strengthen your strengths. You're still young. You're meant to have experiences. Sometimes you have to go through what you're going through today so that tomorrow you become a better CEO, a better leader, a better entrepreneur, a better business owner, a better parent. It's all for a reason. Steve Jobs once said, the dots only make sense looking backwards. When you go forward, the dots don't make sense. But when you look back, you'll understand why you had to go through what you went through. Subscribe, like and share. Sharp, sharp.